Hello, parents and students. I will be showing you how to get into Seesaw and the best way to use it. I am here on a student's account that has given me permission to use her account. I am going to go ahead and type in Seesaw into so it's SEESAW, hit enter, go to the Seesaw here, and then click, and then you're going to go to the login button here. Now it comes up with I'm a teacher, I'm a student, I'm a family member. But before we do that, I'm going to, for time saver, so you don't have to type it in every time, you can see that Kaylin has already has it on her dashboard here. And the way that you do that is you go to the star, and it says Seesaw. You want it to be on your bookmark bar, which is this bar right here, and then click done. So once that is done, it will show up. I'm not going to do it because she already has it on here, but it'll show up right here. So that's another quick way to do it. So if I go and click hers that she did, it takes me directly to this screen. So you're going to want to do I'm a student. Now you can type in the code here that is on the document that I'll be sending you. It changes every 7 days for security reasons. Once you put in a code, you never have to put in a code again. But if you have never used it, you will want to put in the code. We're going to go ahead and sign in with Google. I have it set to where everybody should sign in with Google. Now it comes up with her account. So I'm going to go ahead and click her account. And then it automatically takes me to here. So this is the assignment that is going to be done for this week. It gives explanations of what you should do. You should click on the add response, use the T tool to sort the emojis in the correct category. Use the T tool to write a definition, so it's like a text box tool. Use the microphone to explain why you sorted at least 2 of these items, and then click the check button when you're done. You can see over here in her activities that she has 1 thing assigned. I'm going to go into inbox. Before, when she had gone in here, there was a number 2 right here, and it showed that there was 2 comments. It says messages. We're on messages. You want to go to notifications. So this is when I respond to the work and maybe saying that you did a great job, or this wasn't quite correct, so can you go back and I will give you some tips. So let's say that and the comments are down at the end. So let's say that maybe I gave you some tips, you weren't quite correct, your adding wasn't correct, your subtraction wasn't correct, and you needed to redo it. So up here it says in response to elapsed time. And notice here, this is the button where she did a video that explained her thinking. She was able to write on here. But let's say I needed to redo it again. So you're going to say in response to elapsed time. This was her first submission. let's say that she needs to do it again. So here's the directions. And over here it says respond again. So you're going to click on the respond again and go ahead and X out of the first one that was done. And now it brings up a whole new sheet. So there's lots of features here. There is the zoom in, zoom out button. Here's the T for text box, microphone, camera. Right here you can add shapes or backgrounds if that's what we are doing. Maybe you wanted to write me a note and you could add that right here. Or if you didn't want to write it, you could record yourself and then I could hear that as well. So this is if you wanted to write me something. Or if you wanted to explain your thinking down here, you could do that. I would prefer to hear your voice, so let's go with here. Now these are all of our options. I'm going to move this screen out of the way. So here's a pencil where you could just draw. This is, and over here, those bars, you can pick whatever color you want. And here, if I wanted to highlight, let's say I'm talking about Pine, or not Pine Street. Oops, good way for me to show you the erase button. I made a mistake, so I'm going to erase that. I was talking about Cone Avenue, and I'm going to change it to Walnut Avenue. So I just changed the colors there. And this one is just if you had a black background or something else that you wanted to. So that's the way that you can write on there. Now if you wanted to do a text box, you just click on there and you can start typing. And then if you do a right click, I'm going to get out of here. Here now you can go and you can change the style of it. Maybe I don't want a border around it, so I'm going to get rid of that border. Maybe I wanted to do it in my black border. I want it to the left side. I want it in the middle. I want it on the right side. So we're going to do that. And if I didn't want it as big, then I could switch it to as small as I want it to be so that way it would fit. So if I click on here, maybe I didn't like that at all, so I wanted to go ahead and just redo it or go back to what it was using these arrows over here. Let's say that I didn't have time to finish everything. Maybe I did part of it. I need to come back and I need to record over here. Then I can click the Save as Draft and come back to it. Or if you're completely done, you click the green arrow over here. Sometimes when you're doing math, you might need more than one page for your thinking. So you can click on, let me go back over here. It says the 1 out of 1 page. So it's saying there's only one page. You can click over here, go down to the bottom where it says add page. And now you can see that there are 2 pages. So I'm going to go ahead and now I can have more room to write if I wanted to. And close that out. Now I have 2 pages to work with. So if you're not completely done, you need to stop, you need to eat lunch, you need to take a break, hit draft. When you're completely done, then go ahead and hit the turn in. I'm going to go ahead and X that out because she doesn't need to turn it back in. So I'm going to delete it and we're going to go back to this screen. So let's say I made a comment. You want to be looking for the inbox. It's automatically going to go to messages, go to notifications, and that's where everything would be. Now, if you wanted to, as a parent, go and look at all their, over here it's showing that one assignment is assigned, and that is the assignment for this week. If you wanted to go and look at all the work that's been done, then this is Kaylin's journal for math. And that is how you, if you wanted to, you can go over here. You can just exit out, or you can go down here. I'm going to do this for purposes, and I'm going to sign out. And sign out. And that is how you use Seesaw. Thank you.